My name is Wesley Carter, and I'm an attorney at Winters & King. Executive compensation refers to just merely the salary and benefits that you pay to your president, pastor, other executives at your nonprofit organization. It's important when you're talking about executive compensation to look at the entire compensation package. We're talking about salary, housing allowance, benefits, car allowance, everything that the executive is getting from the nonprofit organization, because as you've probably seen stories about in the news, there are people that go to federal prison for excessive compensation issues or not reporting compensation. So when you're looking at this trying to protect the organization, it's important that we take it all into account. When you're dealing with nonprofit compensation, the IRS is the body that regulates it, and you're allowed to pay what's fair and reasonable. And the way that we determine that is by what other people who are in similar situations are making at other organizations. So at our firm, Winters & King, what we do is we have unique access to a lot of that data from our client base and from other surveys that we purchase from outside our firm, and we can use that to set compensation levels and give you suggestions as to what a fair and reasonable compensation level is for your individual situation. One of the important reasons to get a compensation study from someone like a law firm or a CPA is that it provides extensive protection not only for the individual executive, but also for the board or the committee that's approving the compensation. You can get hit with very high amount of fines, penalties, repayments for excessive compensation. And what happens is by having a person very familiar with the process do that study for you, provide that comparable data, you provide inherent protections for that person, for the body that's approving it, from those penalties and fines that the IRS may assess. In terms of resources and experience, Winters & King has been in the nonprofit world for over 30 years. We've had the privilege of working with some of the largest nonprofits and religious organizations in the entire world over the past 30 years, which gives us access to unique data that if you're part of a large nonprofit organization, a lot of these organizations aren't publicly reporting their compensation. You can't go buy this in a survey. So we have comparable data to use that other organizations, other law firms just simply don't have access to. If you have us help you with a compensation study for your organization, we're going to get very detailed information about your history, the ministries, the activities that you're involved in, your media exposure. Are you on radio? Are you on TV? Is your executive writing books? How important is that executive to your organization? We're going to take all that into account, prepare a written report, and then also provide comparable data so we can find other people that are in similar spots, what they're making out there in the competitive marketplace, and use that to help provide a written opinion as to what's fair and reasonable for your executive. If you're watching the video and you have questions about executive compensation, just pick up the phone, give us a call. We'll be happy to talk about it.